Okay, so hello, my dear followers again. Welcome back to this new video, live video, and it's gonna be about. It's going to be about functional uh, language speaking. I hope that you will benefit from it, and that you will get some ideas on what we are talking about. Uh, so we're going to talk a little bit about functional English, uh, functional language speaking, which is very important, and this is based on the based on the questions I gave you. Okay, waiting for more people to join. Okay, so let's get started, and I will deal with because I asked you on the page what's your main problem in language, and most of you asked that it's about speaking. Speaking is very important, as well as the other four skills. Okay, so let's get started. Again, if you cannot read and listen, you will not be able to speak, because this is really important uh, for your speaking skills. Uh, what we are going to deal with today is some expressions that we use in speaking, and mainly in uh, in dealing with everyday expressions. Okay, so I'll be dealing with this in a few minutes. While waiting for other people to join, I'm just going to share this live video in some groups. Hopefully that many people will benefit from what we are doing right now here. So I hope that many people will join the live, and then we'll just benefit from it, all of us. And also please try to share the live video in your groups, and if you have any groups, please just try to share this live video in your groups as well. Nice. So let's get started. What we are going to deal, as I said, is some expressions that we use to reply or to ask or to speak in our daily life. So let's get started. We are going to start with the first slide, which is expressing an opinion. Expressing an opinion is when someone asks you to give him or her an opinion. And as you know, it's something that we do every day, giving opinion. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? So giving opinion is a kind of daily activity that we do. And we need to use some formal expressions, and we need to use some expressions that show that we are really good speakers of English. So the first expression is, if you ask me, for example, someone wants your opinion, and then you just reply, with this. If you ask me about this, I think this is good. Or as for me, this is a good idea, or this is not a good idea, or the way I see it. So the way, this is my way of seeing things. Next is personally I think. Personally I think. Please, if you have any comments, just drop them on the comment section under this video, and then I will be happy to answer them in a few moments. So, as I said, we have personally I think that this is a good idea, or this is not a good idea. Or I suppose, or I would say that this is not a good idea. Or if you want my opinion, this is a uh, this is a this is a good idea. Now, conceding an argument. Sometimes you have to accept that you are convinced. So you can just say perhaps you are right, which means that you accept the opinion. Or okay, you win. This is more informal. Okay, you win. Or you have convinced me. You've convinced me, which means that you convinced me, and I am okay with that. Next is checking understanding. Is when you check someone's understanding. Okay, see what I mean? This is an example of expressions that we use uh, to check understanding. What are you saying? What are you saying? Or you mean this? You mean this or that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Or what do you mean by this? What I'm trying to say is this. And then you ask someone, are you saying that? So this is you kind of checking the understanding. If you check your understanding of something, sorry, I didn't catch that. Sorry, I didn't understand that. Or sorry, I didn't get that. Nice. Next one is showing interest in a conversation. Sometimes you are in a conversation and or sometimes you are talking to someone and you don't show that you are really interested in the conversation. You know that showing interest in a conversation can be verbal and non-verbal. It can be just with your face gestures or with your body language, just like nodding your head. So that's interesting. So you show that people, you show to the person or show to people that you are interested in the conversation. Okay, you can just say, that's interesting, or that's nice, or that's amazing, or that's incredible, or wow, what a good idea, or oh, I see, or right, right, or no way, you are joking, or really. So these are expressions that you can use to show that you are really interested in a conversation. Then expressing strong agreement. It's when you agree with someone, and these expressions are used to show strong agreement. It means like you agree with the person like 100%. You agree with the person like 100%. So it shows strong agreement. You can just say, I agree with you 100%. This is the easiest way to show that you agree with the person. You can just say, I agree with you 100%. Or you can say, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Or I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Or I completely agree. I completely agree. Or that's so true. That's so true. Or that's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. or absolutely, absolutely yes, you are right, you are right, or exactly, exactly, this is exactly the idea. Then expressing disagreement, it's when you disagree with someone, when you don't agree with someone. So you can just say, I totally disagree. I totally disagree with you or with this idea. I totally agree or disagree with this idea. Or no way. This is a slang expression. Slang means street language. No way. I'm afraid I can't. I can't. I'm afraid I can't agree with you. Well, to be honest, this is a good expression to use. Well, to be honest, I, I disagree with you. Or on the contrary, okay, which means on the opposite. Or it's out of the question. It's out of the question. Nice. Any questions? Expressing my disagreement, which means you're not 100% disagreeing, okay? So I agree with you up to the point, okay? Which means partly agreement and partly disagreement. It sounds interesting, but it sounds interesting, but or yes, that's a very good idea, but that's a good idea, but or well, yes, but that's true, but that's true, but you could be right, you could be right. I get your point, but I get your point, but or yes, I see your point, I see your point. Next, and the last slide is making suggestions. Making suggestions. How about trying a new marketing strategy? So this is making a suggestion, and we use how about plus verb in ing. Then what about verb ending in ing? What about going to this? What about doing this? What about doing that? Or what about the new products we launched? And then what if we, and plus verb in the past, tried a new strategy? What if we tried a new strategy? Then we have why not? Why not? Or shall we try a new strategy? Or I think we should do this. We'd better try a new marketing strategy. Or we need to. Let's try a new. Or perhaps we could try a new strategy. So these are expressions that we use to make suggestions. So guys, I hope that this was a very quick video and live video on functional English, and I hope that you get something from it. And if you have anything, please just write in the comment sections, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Right?